Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, right back in the thick, gooey center of a warm shit sandwich in XCOM 2. Which, if you've watched any of my stuff, you know by now is pretty much par for the course. I mean, it would hardly be a proper episode without a late turn move at some point, causing 15 to 20 pods of aliens to spring out of a can like peanut brittle snakes. Except, you know, way less funny. If we take a look here, this is less funny than peanut brittle snakes, and that's saying something because peanut brittle snakes are powerfully unfunny. I'm pretty sure that no one ever in history has actually laughed at that gag. Not even like a pity laugh, which is something I can readily identify with and seek out on a regular basis. I'm all about the pity laughs myself, so I know what I'm talking about. This is ugly. I mean, we got a ton of work to do here in this diarrhea panini we're in the middle of. Ain't gonna choke itself down, so you know what they say, if you're gonna eat shit, don't nibble. And hey, we're certainly not nibbling on this one. So let's get back to it. Just a quick intro. Also, the last episode was a little short, and you'll have to forgive me on this one if it's a little short as well. And if I sound a little bit phlegmatic. I've got a summer cold coming on, and I know I sound like I just finished gargling a gallon of whale semen. So forgive me if I'm a little raspy. And, you know, interesting fact, actually, you know, it would be a sperm whale whose semen I'm gargling, of course, because, hey, I'm a traditionalist. And sperm whales, oddly enough, keep their spermaceti in their head. I mean, also their balls, but mostly in their head. That's why they call them sperm whales. That little fact brought to you by Herman Melville and the Whale Council. Herman Melville reminding you to never, ever, under any circumstances, read Moby Dick or any other whale-based book by Herman Melville, because holy fucking screaming shit, they are awful. And I'm not trying to hate on Melville. I actually love Herman Melville. I think he's probably one of the greatest writers, greatest American writers of all times. My objection to Herman Melville is just that Moby Dick is bad. If you want to read some brilliant Melville, read like Billy Budd. That book is, I mean, it's not really a book. It's more of a short story, but it's amazing. Or alternatively, Bartleby the Scrivener, which I think may be literally the greatest thing ever written. So we're going to go with some mimic beacons here, clearly, because there's no way we can kill 8 trillion fucking health worth of enemies in a single turn. This is just an absurd level of, look at this, look at this. There are 7 active units here. And I'd like to point out that we activated these by moving like 4 fucking tiles. Alright, so we're definitely going to need everything we can get. I'm going into full panic fucking defense mode here. We're going to have Steve hack this because we can make all of these guys disoriented for the next 2 turns, which, I don't know, maybe bails our fucking fat out of the fire. It's all I got. This is the best I can do. It's not good, I know. It's definitely not good, but it's still the best I can do. Also, how is disorienting enemies for 2 turns worse than reducing their willpower by 50%? I don't understand that even a little. I mean, disorienting them for 2 turns, that's basically a 2-turn flashbang. I don't know about you, call me insane, but that seems way fucking better. So we're going to pitch a pair of mimic beacons here. We need to get this mimic beacon in a position where everybody can see it. I'm a little worried about this guy. If he can't see the mimic beacon, we're going to be in trouble. What if can I throw it in this tile? No, because that door is closed. Alright, so we just got to throw this long. Steve, for a second you had it, buddy. There you go. Go deep, Steve. You got to give it to the aliens here like you give it to the missus. Oh, crikey, mate. Pete, you can't be talking about me missus like that. It's a woman of love, Pete. I mean, sure, a shag a good and a shag a deep, but come on, mate. Come on. That's not cool, bro. It's our little friend. Alright, he could get vision on the... Ouch. Alright, that's not fantastic. One thing we do want to know, I know Jake Master Chef Busey here standing out in the open with his dick in his hand, and that's unfortunate. On the plus side, though, Master Chef Busey is currently untouchable, so he might be able to give us 1 free hit. Yeah, so the disorient is not fucking helping even a little. Are there 3 fucking codexes back there? Good God, this is the fucking pod from hell. Codexes, while disoriented, cannot use psychic powers. Which is unfortunate, because that means they're probably going to kill our... we're fucked. If nobody dies here, I'm going to be, 1, amazed, and 2, even if nobody dies, somebody's fucking getting hurt. The Mimic Beacon managed to survive that hit was actually pretty good for us. We may be able to dig our way out of this. I mean, this kills the Mimic Beacon. Yeah, it's dead for sure. Now we've got just the untouchable Jake Busey who has to weather the storm of 2 people. Let's hope the Archon goes first, because it should... Fuck off? I don't know what that was all about. What are you gonna do? You're taking a shot at Jake Busey, who's untouchable. This can't hit. Hey, that's right. Jake Busey's untouchable, motherfucker. Nobody brings it to Jake Busey, and I mean nobody. So we do still have the disorient, but holy crap, are we fucking dicked. So Steve, if we run you out to here, you could skull mine that piece of shit. That might get us an insta-gib, and that's a little less health damage we have to come up with ourselves. Also, Yuri, this may be your time to shine, buddy. I need grenades. This is what we need. These codexes cannot clone themselves currently. While they're disoriented, they can't clone. Can we? I don't think we can get a grenade out this far. Ooh, it's pretty close. Are we hitting you? We can hit you. So how many are we hitting? That's 3 codexes and an archon. That's pretty good coverage. Can we do better? Not really. You know what? I'm actually okay with this. We drop this plasma grenade. We're not going to get more damage. We're not going to get more damage out of Abraham Lincoln in any other fashion. We're just not. Alright, so Honest Abe getting some damage for us. And we still have 1 Mimic Beacon, I believe. We haven't... Somebody... Oh, it's Master Chef Busey. So Master Chef Busey may have to throw a Mimic Beacon for us, which would be unfortunate, but not the end of the world. And it might buy us enough time to dig our way out of this fucking sloppy mess we've dug ourselves into. Also, that Viper has got to die. What is explosive? I don't think that's gonna... what is that, a tank? How far away is that? Is that gonna catch anybody in the explosion? Yeah, maybe, but not necessarily. Alright, Casanova Frankenstein, what do you got? You got a stasis. We could stasis one of the enemy. Alternatively, we could try and mind control one of the enemy. Both of those things have merit. Steve, I don't really think there's a better plan for Steve Irwin here other than to have him go for the skull mine. Did you not do it from that tile, Steve? I mean, literally any other tile would be preferable. We'll come back to that. We don't really have a choice with Master Chef Busey. The Master Chef is going to have to... He's going to have to throw that Mimic Beacon. There's no option. That's a double move for Keller. That sucks so hard. Keller, what if we bring you up here and just have you whip it around the corner? One, this gets you, you know, in some sort of cover, which is nice. So if we do this and go for these same 3... You know what? Let's see if we can catch this tank and detonate it, too. I mean, shit, while we're blowing up the world, let's do it right. And Yuri may be going on a little bit of a fucking killing rampage here. He's going to catch 2 of those codexes for sure. They're out in the open. They have no kind of cover. The Baby Maker might... Baby Maker, can you dig us out of this hole? Yeah, are you the man we needed for the job? Is it Yuri, the bringer of babies? Are you what we needed, Yuri? Maybe is the answer. So we bring Yuri forward. All right, we're going to go for a lightning hands for damn sure. I need this Viper dead, not that tank. Also, how did that tank not explode, by the way? 100%. Good. So even if this guy dodges, this doesn't kill him, but he dies to the face-off. Which he didn't dodge. Is he burning? Yeah, that guy's dead. We're going to face off anyway, because we need the damage. Face off. Yes. Start with the face off. You can see all of the people, Yuri. So 1 for Yuri, Codex dead. 2 for Yuri, hit an Archon. 3 for Yuri, hit an Archon. 4 for Yuri, grazed a Codex. 5 for Yuri, killed a Codex. 6 for... Holy fucking shit, was that a display.
Contacts pacified.
No doubt, Yuri, you pacified the holy living shit out of him, champ. That was a fucking thing of beauty. Alright, Casanova Frankenstein, let's see what you can do here.
Here I come.
If we're going to deploy a Mimic Beacon here, and I kind of think we sort of have to, I feel obligated to do so. What are our chances to mind spin this guy while he is disoriented? Insanity is terrible, also terrible. We could stasis that Archon, or we could just take a shot. If we're going to Mimic Beacon, we need no more than 2 enemies taking pokes here, because we won't have Untouchable. So we have to have it a maximum of 2 people. Now, if we move Steve Irwin to here and open this door, we should be able to skull mine this shield bearer. We don't have a guaranteed chance at doing it, but it should be a respectable chance. I mean, it's probably the best we're going to do. Let's do that, and then we go for the skull mine. Why do you insist on doing it from that tile? I really wish there was a way you could pick the angle from which you skull mine so you didn't have to do it any... I mean, we should just be able to come to here and do this. Why do I have to do it from this, like, stupidest possible place of no cover? Make it work like Slash, guys. Slash doesn't make you take disadvantageous cover. It lets you pick your tile. So we got a 73% chance. This guy is dead, even if we take 3 damage from neural feedback, which I'm hoping to avoid. But let's see what we can do. Little intel. Crikey, mate. Of course a little intel. Steve fucking Elwin over here, mate. And granted, you said some discourteous things about me wife, but, well, what can I say? I married her because I love shagging Sheila. She's a hot little piece, Pete. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I love me wife. Is that a crime, mate? Is that a crime to love your wife, mate? Because if it is, I don't want to be right, Pete. So if Master Chef Busey tosses the beacon, we will have maximum 2 guys to deal with on the next turn, assuming we stasis this turn. Which I don't think we have a choice but to do. Oh man, the insanity would be so good. It's just so unlikely to work. Stasis is guaranteed. We have to stasis. So Casanova King is going to employ his magnificent machismo and unresistible sexual allure to lock this man down. And enjoy that. You're fucked for the rest of the turn. Master Chef Busey, our goal with you is to just put you in a sweet shooter's box.
Seems doable.
Get a mimic beacon in the area and have you drop it. So here comes the mimic. This one is going to be... This does 2 things for us. 1, it should encourage the aliens to move over by this tank, which we could then possibly blow up for a bunch of really good damage. And 2, it gives Jake Busey a solid shooter spot against a number of targets next turn. There's another fucking pod over there. Jesus Christ, how many aliens are on this fucking map? And they're shooting at the thing, because of course they are. XCOM, you can eat all of my dick. Just the whole thing, root to tip. Just swallow it. I'm not sure how we're going to win this mission. I'm really not. We have made best possible speed to get in here to defend the thing. We fought 8 fucking trillion guys here. All at once. If the aliens still manage to blow this thing up, I'm going to be just hideously salty. Because I got a strong feeling they're going to manage to blow it up. So somebody has to go deal with Johnny Stasis. How many... Can this thing possibly take another hit? How much health have you got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could die. Unless we spawn that pod. If we spawn the pod, they'll shoot at us instead. I don't know which outcome is worse. Double 71s on the Archon. An 86% chance for 7 and 9 damage. That may not kill him, but that would leave us with the chain shot. Alternatively, what if we bring Keller around the corner?
Right, I'll go.
Does Abraham Lincoln still have a grenade? That's going to be the operative question here. Lincoln still has 1 grenade. Okay. He's got 1. We can maybe make this work. Let's see what Yuri Babymaker Novak can do first. Is he going to be able to see that guy from here? Yes. That's going to be 1 pistol shot that we get from Yuri, whereas we could get 2 if we just stand still. Yes, I know we can sniper the tank. That's nice. If we hit this guy with a sniper shot, we could set him on fire. What about 2 pistol shots, though? Pistol shots are considerably less likely to hit. That being said, I think we go for the 99 and hope to feel the burn here. We're coming at this one Bernie Sanders style. Give me the burn, Yuri. Is he feeling... Oh, he's feeling the burn. He's feeling the burn. That's my boy. Yes, of course, Pete, he's feeling the burn. Hashtag Yuri gets it done. You know this is hashtag for a reason, Pete. I get it done. You keep being surprised when Yuri gets it done. But hashtag Yuri gets it done, Pete. Win, Pete. Win will you trust? Win will you trust, sir? We need this codex dead. Ideally in such a fashion that it can't clone itself. Double 88s from a chain shot here is that's the best we're going to do against this target. 9 damage, hella strong start from Helen Keller. She can feel your heart beating on her skin. She can put a bullet in that heart. Poisoned. I was really hoping we'd get a little more damage here. It's not the end of the world, but it's not ideal either. Master Chef Busey can absolutely come up here and put an end to that codex. The problem is, does he spawn another pod? Non-zero chance that he does, but what we may have to do is just rely on his untouchable to keep him safe when he kills this codex in a single shot, because he's pretty much gonna kill the codex. Yep, there we go. 20 fucking damage. Holy crap, Busey. You're pulling out all the stops, dog.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, that was a big old blast of chutney is what that was. Now, do I want to risk having an untouchable Jake Busey in full cover and take this many shots from the aliens in order to potentially risk saving the thing? It's a tough call. We're definitely going to bring Casanova up here and have him finish this guy off. This guy is burning. We only need 1 damage here from old Atlas King. Even if Atlas King misses this shot, this Archon is dead from a combination of poison and auto damage on the miss. So we got 2. The poison kills him. We can now safely ignore him. All right, Steve. You do not have much of fuck all going at the moment.
Here I come.
I think we bring you up here.
Yep,
Okay, so we did spawn our pod. There's our Archon. This is acceptable. We can see 4 enemies, but 2 of them are actually already dead, right? You're dead, and you're dead. This guy's burning? Yeah, so burning and poisoned. All right, so 2 of our problems have already been solved. This other Archon, though, that's a stickier wicket. What are we going to do to hurt this man, stop him, or in other ways kill him? What can we do? Can we do anything at all? Double 75s from the stovepipe is not terrible. I think at this point we just have to be comfortable with somebody taking a wound. All right, stovepipe, light him up. We're just going to have to accept the fact that somebody's getting hurt here. And all we can do is just cross our fingers and pray that that hurt is not a fatal level of hurt. The follow-up miss was not what we fucking needed there, Lincoln, you jerk ass. All right, Steve, what can we do here? What can we do? We definitely move Jake Busey forward in the hopes that this just draws some aggression from the enemies, although he is in full cover, so that's unlikely. We could have put him out in the open, which would not have been a terrible idea. Can we do anything with Steve that's going to help? We could give him bonus defense. We could have him take a shot, which does effectively nothing. We could put him on Overwatch, which would discourage the enemy. That also sort of does nothing. We could have him combat protocol, which again doesn't really help much. Alternatively, we could double move him to this corner, try to get him out of line of sight, and let him go ever vigilant. And hope that they go take a shot at Jake Busey. 3 damage from the burning. Man, those Dragonfire rounds really kind of have me sold. 2 drop dead from poison and fire. Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. Burn and suffer and die. So Steve should be getting an Overwatch shot here. He's on Overwatch. Oh, Yuri's getting shot in the face. Shit. Duck, Yuri. Yes, Pete. This is the space helmet in action. The space helmet is so good, Pete. You know this is true. You know it is good and that it is true and that no one has ever been a greater man than me, Yuri Novak, because I am... You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. I mean, I'm glad you didn't hurt anybody, but you're still a motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. You filthy piece of fucking excrement. I hate you forever. We can auto-crack the loot. Busey basically guarantees slam dunk kills that man with a shotgun blast, but also we might need his damage on the Archon. Helen Deadeye Keller, what can you do here? You can definitely kill the Lancer. You have a very strong chance of putting the hurt on the Archon. I'm going to go for the guarantee first off. Helen Deadeye Keller, once again, stops a beating heart. There's nothing she can't do. Helen Keller is the world's most remarkable woman. There's nothing she can't do, folks. Nothing. We're saving Atlas King for an emergency game day saver here. So, we're going to run and gun. There can't possibly be more aliens on this map at this point, by the way. We've fought like 55 aliens in the last 3 turns. There can't be more. Also, I mean, there literally, in this case, can't be more, because we had a goddamn count of the number of aliens on the map before the fucking mission started. Your grays can suck all of my balls. Yeah, I mean, every fucking tiny crevice, curl, and roll of my scrotum, you can lick it. All of it. Alright, Yuri. It's pistol time. I mean, the rifle is out of amp. Oh, Yuri has a free reload. But he used it. We gotta go pistol, then. Stand strong, man. Bring the power of the space helmet. Well, the space helmet power is always engaged. The space helmet does not fail. When the chips are down, the space helmet will keep me safe. This is not the first time the space helmet has kept me safe. It will not be the last time the space helmet has kept me safe. Also, that motherfucker Pete is all of the dead, by the way. Casanova Frankenstein, we're going to hold off on you because I don't want to feed you kills. I would like to feed kills to Abraham Lincoln if possible, so let's bring the stovepipe in. See if we can get him up to major so he can get a little bit of salvo action. Well, he's definitely getting a kill here. And if this is an end of mission, that's it. My Fury levels are going to be like Nick Fury levels of Fury. I'm going to have a Nick Fury level of Fury, and they call him Nick Fury because he's an angry dude. There's a reason they cast Samuel L. Jackson to play him.
Status confirmed.
All right, so a shockingly flawless mission, but, you know, I'm not taking any credit for that. That miss on an Yuri standing in the open was just straight up balls to the wall, blind-ass luck. Still, 13 enemies killed, 7 turns taken. No wounds. It's a Defiant Sentinel win. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because at this point, I'll take your pity laughs. I'll take any kind of gamey, cheap-ass win I can get. Things have been going badly lately. 90% successful shot percentage. Average damage per attack, a new record at 8.31, and 1.86 enemies killed per turn, also a new record. Most damage dealt, Helen Deadeye Keller made most attacks. Jake Busey, the Mimic Beacon, of course, handling its standard. I'm the greatest MVP of all time. And Master Jake Busey, of course, always moving the furthest because he's fast as greased owl snot. Do owls have snot? You know what? You're going to have to Wikipedia that shit because I don't know. I mean, probably. They have noses, right? One would assume they have some kind of mucus in their signs. Owls are supposed to have a keen sense of smell. Owls probably have snot. How would you grease owl snot? I mean, I guess with like a grease gun. It'd be like giving an owl a lube job. You just grab the owl, hold it down, stick the grease gun in its nostril, and just yank the trigger, and then bam, greased owl snot. You're probably going to have a very angry, pissed off owl trying to bite you as well, but I mean, you don't get greased owl snot. You don't get a substance that slick without paying some kind of price. Everything has a price, and when it comes to greased owl snot, I mean, sometimes you got to pay to pipe. So our victorious, conquering heroes are coming home to bask in the glory. Atlas King, no fucking promotions again? Good God, we've had some people who have been majors for a straight up fucking eternity, and Abraham Lincoln has been a captain for a goddamn billion years. How are you supposed to become the commander-in-chief, Abraham Stovepipe Lincoln, especially with that abysmal kill-to-ratio that you've got, or kill-to-mission ratio that you're sporting there? Sweet goddamn, Yuri is still... Look at this. Yuri the Fury. 25 missions, 81 kills, and yet also I'd like to point out, 25 missions and 81 kills, Yuri is still a fucking major as well. I don't understand it. It's baffling to me. Why is Yuri still a major? Yuri should not be a major. This is correct, Pete. Yuri should be a goddamn amazing brigadier fucking 17-star general. A 54-star general. I get 1 star for each of my abs, Pete. Each of my abs. Look at kill-to-mission ratio. He's amazing, Pete. Closing in on 4-1 after 25 missions. I am not fluke like Flash the Pan Franklin the D Roosevelt. Yes, you're saying the D is 5-1, but the D, come on, man. He's been on 2 missions. Could be a fluke, Pete. Small sample size. No, you're not wrong, Yuri. You're an amazing man. That's why they call you the baby maker, because, you know, men want to be you and women want to be with you. I don't know what else to say. More Codex brains recovered. Hey, crikey, mate, that's good. I'm funneling those to Bungie, Pete. Caught me a raw little deer there. They're going to restruct them with Cortana. You'll be seeing those mascots at a mall near you real soon. And I tell you what, it's going to be a healthy dose of income for old Steve Irwin. I bet you the wife and me is going to have quite a nice little evening out on the town with the ducats I'm putting in for that. And you can bet your ass I'm going to shag it rotten when we're done, mate. Rotten, I'm telling you. Well, I'm glad for your sexual exploits there, Steve. That's going to be fantastic. Have fun shagging the old wife. Me, I'm going to pick up Major Lauren Hill, sharpshooter. I forgot about this. One of the Fujis herself is now back in the lineup. We also countered Dark Event Infestation, which is supremely important because chrysalids also can lick every single tiny crevice, crack, and fold of my scrotum. Do we even want to rename Lauren Hill? I kind of don't. That's some sweet armor. That's some weird sort of music video kind of costuming you got going on there. Maybe we'll rename Lauren Hill. I mean, she wasn't technically an all-star or even on the team. We'll have to consider it. I do love the fact that she's named after one of the Fujis just by random. That's brilliant. I also love the fact that this episode is over because we got out of a tricky situation with a minimal cost. So I'm going to wrap this one up, quit while I'm ahead, if you will, and go rest my weary throat. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. If you'd like to see more XCOM, you can hear my throat failing as we speak. Apparently, it knows I'm done. But if you'd like to see more XCOM, consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every single day. Right now, I'm gonna go gargle some more spermaceti. And no, not the dirty kind, the whale kind. I'll see you again soon.